Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Glenn Rockmore, and I'm proud to be the president of Irvine Valley College. Thank you for joining us for the 2018 Irvine Valley College Commencement Ceremony. To begin the evening, I would like to offer you an opportunity for our students, faculty, staff, administration, and parents to absorb all that this day means to you. So if you would, please join me in a moment of reflection. Thank you very much. At this time, I would like to bring forward our Vice President of the Board of Trustees, Marcia Milchecker, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you, President Rockmore. First of all, sincere congratulations to the Irvine Valley College graduating class of 2018. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of our great country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Will our honored guests, faculty, graduates, and their guests please be seated now? Thank you so much.
Well, it's truly my honor to be one of the first to greet the IVC class of 2018, our 33rd graduating class. It is my privilege to welcome families, friends, dedicated faculty, staff, trustees, and all the supporters of these remarkable graduates. At this time, I would like to make a few introductions, starting with the platform party to my right. Outgoing student trustee, Jordan Larson. Trustee, Terry Witt. Trustee, Barbara J. Trustee, David Lang. Trustee, James Wright. Trustee and clerk of the board, T.J. Prendergast. Trustee and board vice president, Marcia Milchecker. Trustee and board president, Timothy Jamal. Our interim chancellor, Anne Marie Gable. Our keynote speaker for this evening, Dr. Tyrone Howard. Academic Senate President, June McLaughlin. Vice President for Instruction, Dr. Christopher McDonald. Vice President for College Administrative Services, David Kachatrian. Vice President for Student Services, Dr. Linda Fontanella. Our student speaker, Gleal Kashani. And sitting off stage in the front row, our outstanding IVC Full-Time Teacher of the Year and the 2019 Orange County Community College Teacher of the Year, Dr. Carrie Tucker McCorkle. Outstanding Part-Time Teacher of the Year, Nathaniel Kenayanyan. Emeritus Institute Outstanding Teacher of the Year, Catherine Burns. We're also proud to have Vice Chancellor Bob Bermucci here today. And we have our Vice Chancellor of Human Resources, Cindy Viscacho, here. And of course, our IVC deans and especially our IVC faculty. Welcome. So help me please welcome to the podium South Orange County Community College District Trustee TJ Prendergast.
Welcome. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Commencement, the most joyous day of the year for the district. Welcome to our faculty, staff, students, dedicated family members, and most importantly, welcome to the class of 2018. We extend our heartfelt congratulations to you. Today I join you not only as a trustee, but as a parent of a graduate. Where is she? Riley, your mother and I could not be more proud of you. Congratulations on a job well done. Now that I have sufficiently embarrassed her, let's move on. Graduates, all of us here today are immensely proud of all of you. You have worked hard, and we know that a great many of you persevered through your studies while also juggling work and family duties. Am I supposed to dance too? Okay. Whew. That perseverance you demonstrated to get here today will serve you well through your lives. Those who can work hard and make their way through adverse situations will reap enormous rewards. You being here today is proof of their ability to do that. We understand the work that it has taken for you to be here today, and we recognize what you have accomplished. Enjoy this moment, knowing that we see your promise and we believe in your ability to do great things. It is often said that life is a journey, not a destination. Yes, I know that's cliche. In other words, savor the moments and enjoy the ride. You have been on a journey toward a destination. Some of you even went through my government class. But we're not only celebrating the accomplishment, your studies weren't simply a means to an end. The journey itself, the things that you learned along the way, the friends you made, the professors who inspired you, is often greater and more meaningful than the accomplishment. You've likely encountered some obstacles on this journey. You have built strength of character and confidence, important skills for meeting the future challenges you will come across. Essentially, you've learned how to be counted on, and that we can count on you to do great things. Today, I hope you will express your gratitude to the others that have helped you along that journey, because none of us are successful alone. My wife will be sure to tell you that. Take time to thank all the supporters who assisted you to this point. Many of them are here with us today, parents, friends, faculty, and staff. They have sacrificed, encouraged, believed, and invested in you. Today, they celebrate your journey with you. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce Interim Chancellor Anne Marie Gable to the podium.
Good afternoon, graduates, faculty, staff, administrators, managers, friends, and family of the Irvine Valley College graduating class of 2018. I'm the interim chancellor for this great district, and today I am thrilled to celebrate the culmination of our graduates' experience here at Irvine Valley College. I had the privilege of getting to know some of our 2001 graduates this year, and I have to say, I'm very impressed with the tenacity, dedication, and hope they each embody. These graduates range in age from 17 to 69. Yes, isn't that great? Many of them are working and going to school, while others are raising kids and going to school part-time. But what all of our students have in common is that they are lasers, and they persisted. Our graduates did not arrive at this milestone alone. They had the help of many people along the way. So let me ask the families and friends of our students to stand for a big thank you. It's through your support, dedication, and friendship that these graduates can celebrate this great accomplishment today. Our graduates also share their accomplishments with our faculty. Will the faculty please rise and be recognized for their achievements with the graduating class? Thank you. Today's graduates got here by working hard and not giving up on their goals. Many of you have chosen your career paths and know what you want to do in the next phase of your life. But along the way, remember this quote from Steve Jobs: "Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't ever settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it." I want to leave you with this. The single most important life lesson I have learned is the power of positive thinking. If you think you can, you can. Never underestimate yourself. Always follow your goals and your dreams. And most importantly of all, do what makes you happy. Congratulations, graduates. You've done something to be proud of, and we're so very proud of each of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Gable. Graduates, I think you figured out that your commencement ceremony has finally arrived. You have indeed worked very hard, you've met your challenges with success, and you have prepared yourself well for your journey ahead. Whatever your experiences might have been here at Irvine Valley College, as classmates, each of you are now united in tonight's celebration. Friends made at IVC will be everlasting. Forever in your memory will be the people who helped to get you here today, and that includes your parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, friends, college staff, and most importantly, your faculty. So look around this sea of blue and silver. It's incredible to see from this vantage point. We're here to celebrate you. So please give your fellow graduates a round of applause. You know, each year we are inspired by the incredible accomplishments and heartfelt stories that we discover about the students who walk onto our campus. This year is no different. In a few moments, you'll hear one such story from IVC graduate Gleal Kashani, who shares a beautiful message about resilience, overcoming adversity, and how struggle brings about gratitude. So what is it that we know about all of you here tonight? Let's talk about that. Tonight we're going to be awarding 2,128 degrees and 1,650 certificates of achievement. There are 1,421 students who are receiving degrees. This year we'll be conferring 1,307 Associate of Arts degrees, 295 Associate in Arts for Transfer degrees, 161 Associates in Science degrees, and 365 Associates in Science Transfer degrees. At this time, I would like to recognize our students who are graduating with distinction. If each group would please stand to be recognized as I announce that particular group. First of all, we have 201 students that are graduating cum laude with a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.74. Please stand to be recognized. Thank you. We have 177 students who are graduating magna cum laude with a grade point average of 3.74 to 3.99. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And finally, please join me in honoring the 31 students graduating summa cum laude with a grade point average of 4.0. Thank you. Many of our IVC graduates plan to transfer to a four-year school, not a surprise. IVC's 2018 graduates have been accepted to each of the 9 campuses of the University of California, including our neighboring UC Irvine. As many of you know, we are beyond proud that many of our students will be heading off to Cal State universities, including San Diego, Cal State Fullerton, Cal State Long Beach, Cal Poly Pomona, and San Luis Obispo. This year, our IVC students will also be transferring to places like USC, Chapman, Pepperdine, the Ivy Leagues, and we're especially proud that we have 130 honors program students graduating this year who have been accepted to places like Fordham, American, Boston University, University of Michigan, and Stanford University, just to name a few. So in closing, graduates, we hope that we have served you well and that your preparation will launch you successfully toward your next chapter in life. Please stay connected with us. You are our family, and we are proud to call you lasers. Thank you. I'm going to stay up here a bit, and I'm going to introduce our guest speaker. This individual has accumulated a long list of accomplishments. He is a professor of education at UCLA in the Graduate School of Education and Information Studies Urban Schooling Division. He is also the director and founder of the Black Male Institute at UCLA, which is an interdisciplinary cadre of scholars, practitioners, community members, and policymakers that are dedicated to improving the educational experiences and life chances of Black males. He recently accepted new responsibilities, if that wasn't enough, at the Graduate School of Education and Information Studies as Associate Dean of Equity and Diversity and Chief Diversity Officer. He has been a member of the UCLA faculty for the past 14 years, and prior to his tenure at UCLA, he served as a faculty member in the College of Education at Ohio State University. Before entering higher education, he was a classroom teacher in the Compton Unified School District. A native of Compton, California, he's one of the foremost experts on race, culture, teaching and learning in urban schools. His book, Race, Culture, and the Achievement Gap, is a Teachers College Press bestseller examining the roles that race and culture play in educational outcomes. His new book, I have to describe this a little bit to you, Black Male, D, so Black Male, Black Mailed, examines the lives and identities of African American males in diverse contexts. He has been a contributor on National Public Radio, CBS, KCAL News, the Los Angeles Times, and the Huffington Post, and he is also a contributor to the New York Times Educational Issues Forum. He has published over 60 peer-reviewed journal articles, book chapters, encyclopedia entrees, and technical reports. He is considered one of the foremost thinkers on race, equity, access, and education in this country. Please join me in welcoming this year's commencement speaker, Professor Tyrone C. Howard.
Thank you, Professor President Rockmore. Class of 2018, where you at? Here we go. I thought this was supposed to be a celebration. It's too quiet out here. Where we at? Can I hear you again? 2018, are you here? There we go. This is sounding like a somber occasion. It's not that, it's a celebration. Family, friends, where we at? Can I hear you? There we go. Now, okay, we can wake up in here. I am honored and privileged and pleased to be here with you on this momentous occasion. I can't say enough. I want to first thank all the leadership here at IVC for the opportunity to be here with you, for the invitation to be here on this special day for you. The leadership here, the faculty, staff, administrators, board of trustees, thank you all for your invitation. Thank you all for the opportunity to be part of this special day. Before I start, I want to say that one of the reasons why I love these occasions is because we live at a time and we live in a world where there's lots of division and lots of polarization and lots of tension and lots of things that take us apart from one another. But days like today are the days that unify us. Days like today bring us together. Days like today, we recognize our common joy and the accomplishment of our graduates. We need more days like this to remember that we have unity when we are circled and centered around a common set of experiences. And for that, I want to thank the graduates for bringing us together for this particular day. Thank you, graduates. Thank you. I'm also going to ask you, Anne-Marie did something which I thought was important, but I want to do the same thing. I'm going to ask all my graduates, you didn't know I was going to do this, if you don't mind, because I'm big on acknowledging the fact that while you all are important and you're amazing, you're phenomenal, you're fantastic, you did this with the support, love, prayer of a lot of people. I'm going to ask all my graduates if you would not mind standing up, please. We want to see you. Can you please stand up? Everybody, all the graduates, please stand up, okay? Now, I'm going to ask my graduates to turn around and face your family. Family, stand up. Find your loved one. Shout them out. Wave. Blow them kisses. Do something. If you don't have somebody, still wave. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, you may be seated. All righty. Okay, show your love. Okay, you can sit down now. Got you. All right. Nice. That's important to do. So I want to share a few things with you in my time here, the few minutes that I have. There you go. Shout her out. I hear you. Okay. I hear you. Okay. We got you. A couple things I want to share. To the graduates, as you've heard before, you've worked hard to get here. And part of what you have to be able to understand is that your being here today is not an accident. I maintain that we are the products of other people's expectations. You are here today because you put in lots of time, dedication, sacrifice to make this become a reality. We are here, you are here because of choices that you made. Choices are important. Understand that the choices you are making today will continue to have a huge and profound impact on your future as you continue along this pathway. Know and understand that some of these choices that you make may not always be the best choices, but we learn from those choices. We live from those choices, and we'll be better because of those choices. Many of you are here today because a lot of folks doubted you. Many folks questioned whether you were good enough, whether you were smart enough, whether you were too young to do this, whether you were too old to do this. But you're still here because of those choices that you made. I want you to remember, graduates, as you embark upon this journey, that sometimes it's those folks who doubt us that become our biggest motivators. Sometimes it's the folks who question us that become the folks who really provide that catalyst for us to continue to do what we do. Some of you are here not because of the schools and circumstances, but in spite of the schools and circumstances that you're a part of. Understand that speaks to your character, that speaks to your determination, that speaks to your sheer intensity and perseverance to somehow believe in yourself and to never give up. I want you to understand as you continue to make these choices that you choose your dreams, that you speak your dreams into existence, that you don't let anyone tell you that your dreams are not within reach, that you always make sure that your dreams are heard loud and clear, that they're bold, that they're colorful, that they're bright, that they're vivid, and let those dreams be your defining goal and aim. Understand that as you also choose to dream, choose to be courageous. There's no room for fear in this world. Understand that you do the world no favors by being small. You do the world no favors by seeking to be average. You do the world no favors by saying, I think I can't do this. The reason why you're here today, the reason why you're being honored and celebrated today at this point in time, because you chose not to give up. You chose not to quit. That doesn't mean that you didn't have that thought cross your mind quite a number of times, right? There were many days where you said, you know what? I don't think I can go forward anymore. You know what? That class is just a little bit too hard. You know what? I got 2 jobs right now and taking 4 classes. I don't know if I can go anymore. You know what? I got 2 kids I'm raising, a parent I'm helping to take care of. I don't know if I can keep doing this. You know what? I'm tired. I'm tired. But when you got to that moment, you never gave up. You kept going. You kept pushing through. And that's what makes you so important. And that's the determination that's going to continue to get you over the obstacles as you continue upon this journey. I know you're tired, but there's nothing like the reward after you've fought and you've been at your last ditch effort, but you still find the energy, you muster the strength to get through that finish line. This is today. This is the culmination of all that work and extra effort and energy. For that, we say thank you. We say thank you. Never, ever, ever let all the doubters and all the naysayers tell you what you cannot do. You know, I'm like that too. The minute you tell me what I cannot do, you know what I tell myself? Let me tell you what I can do. And that's why you're here today, and that's why we honor and celebrate you and lift you up, because you are an inspiration to us all and to folks who are even not here, folks who watch you, who listen to you. Many of you have sons and daughters who you stayed up late at night and they watch you studying. You showed them what is possible. Many of you have younger sisters and brothers who watched you studying, watched you get up at 5, 6 in the morning, and you inspired them. Many of you have mothers and fathers who are not here anymore, but they're looking down upon you and you are inspiring them. Understand you do this because you are phenomenal in all that you do. So as you embark upon this journey, no matter what pathway you go to, whether you are going on to a 4-year college or whether or not you're earning a certificate and you're getting a promotion at your job, understand that there are some big problems in this world that we need you to help us figure out. Understand that your sheer determination and desire are going to be the keys to helping to unlock some of our most complex issues in this world today. For example, one of the things you're going to have to think about is we have growing inequality. At a time of unprecedented wealth in this nation, we have too many people in this country who go to bed every night without a decent meal. We have over 4 million children who don't go to bed at night with a full stomach. We have to figure out how, in a time when we have so much, there's so many who have so little. Understand that we live in the richest country on the planet, yet we have too many people who are homeless in this country who go to bed on streets, in cars, and in shelters every single night. We need your genius to help us solve those complex problems. We also need you to help us to understand that another complex issue we have to solve is mental health issues in our country. Mental health issues are real and they affect us all. It is time for us to have a conversation about the importance of mental health. We cannot stigmatize mental health in this country any longer. Mental health is important, and we need people in our country to help us support, uplift, and help solve the issues around mental health in this country. We need you to help us solve that. The other thing you have to help us figure out is we have to learn how to embrace our diversity. We are richer as a nation when we are more diverse. We should not run from our diversity. We should embrace that diversity. Understand we have far more in common than we have that is different. Understand there's a saying, e pluribus unum, which means out of many comes one. That is who we are as a nation. It has always been our defining characteristic, our defining feature. We are more diverse today than we've ever been, yet that scares too many people. We have to convince and persuade those folks not to be fearful of our diversity, but to see how we are better, we are bolder as a nation when we embrace our diversity. Regardless of what race or ethnicity or language or cultural background that you might come from, you are still part of the human family. Despite all of our differences, we're still part of the same race, which is what? The human race. We cannot forget our humanity. We need you to help us figure out how we as a nation can learn to embrace our diversity. And finally, what I want you to understand, graduates, is that you are important, you are great, you are phenomenal, and we celebrate you today. But please understand that you are only here, like all of us on the stage are only here, because you stand on the shoulders of giants. Understand that you are here because there are folks who could not have this opportunity. There were folks who sacrificed blood, sweat, tears, and sometimes they paid the ultimate price, which was their lives, so that you would have this opportunity. Understand that as amazing as you are, as intellectually gifted as you are, that there are men and women who work tirelessly, hoping, wishing, wanting that one day their children or their children's children would have that opportunity to have an education. And here you are. So that's why you have to continue to be the best and the brightest that you are, because there are women and men who one day hoped, while they were being talked about, spat upon, kicked, denied an opportunity for an education, that you would one day be here. You are the hopes realized. You are the dreams answered. You are the prayers that have come to fruition. Never let those sacrifices be in vain. That's why you're here today. This is not about you. This is about those who have come before you. It's about the opportunities that they have opened for you to have this pathway to go through. That's why we appreciate you, because you did not let their sacrifice go in vain. So you make sure you remember those sheroes and those heroes who are here today, and some of them who are not here, because they had the vision that this day would come to fruition. They had the belief that one day you would walk across this stage. They had the tenacity and the courage and the boldness to dare to think that my children's children's children would one day have this opportunity. For that I say thank you. For that I say keep dreaming. For that I say continue to be visionaries. I say continue to be individuals who make our world a better place. We are because of you, and you are because of us. So for that I want to say congratulations, class of 2018. Thank you for being so amazing, and let's go out and change the world we have to change. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Howard, for that inspirational message. Good evening to all, and congratulations to you scholars. My name is Linda Fontanella, and I'm the Vice President for Student Services. It is always my distinct pleasure to be able to introduce the student speaker each year. And after having an opportunity to talk with this individual, I can definitely say that this is how I would describe her. She is extremely determined, anxious to learn, a strong and effective communicator, and you'll be able to witness that, someone who has overcome adversity, a young girl who experienced being bullied by her classmates, an individual committed not only to helping herself, but as we just heard, to helping her entire family succeed. She is delightful, and she will do a fabulous job in achieving her academic endeavors. Mom and Dad, thank you for sharing her. Please join me in welcoming the student speaker for the 2018 Commencement Ceremony, Gail Kashini.
Thank you, Dr. Fontanella. In fall of 2017, as my car flew onto the sidewalk, I braced myself to the steering wheel, preparing for an accident that nearly took my life. I was less than a minute away from my guitar lessons, but instead of blistering my fingers and learning a new song, I was laying in a paramedic stretcher. Out of all the things that I could possibly be thinking about, I remembered a neuroscience lecture from earlier that day, the one from Dr. Benjamin Miss. He was lecturing about how retrograde amnesia can occur after very traumatic events like car accidents and fight or flight situations. But I cannot quite remember the rest. It was a total blank. All I could remember was my car flying onto the sidewalk, the deafening emergency sirens, stinging red blood dripping down my arm, and how it hurt to move literally every part of my body. It was as if I had become a textbook example for what Ben was teaching. The day that I was diagnosed with a traumatic brain injury was the day that I appreciated my cognition more than ever. The unanswered student question of, when are we ever going to use this, was finally answered. After I spent some time hijacking the backspace button on my computer, I managed to narrow down all the experiences I am grateful for here at my time to two. First, the educational opportunities, and second, uncertainty. First and foremost, I am inexplicably grateful for standing here today and not being another car accident statistic. I am grateful for psychology and neuroscience department faculty, the board of trustees, President Rockmore, administration and faculty, family, and fellow graduates. Thank you all for being here today. A huge thank you to Benjamin Miss for teaching your classes with such contagious excitement, an excitement that leaves me questioning whether I have free will every time I leave those double doors. Looking out, I see a sea of faculty members that have made an impressionable experience on my heart. Michael Cassins, Carrie Tucker, and many more. IVC, thank you for providing us with the opportunity to succeed through many U-turns and speed bumps in our paths. Thank you for making educational moments so interactive. The ability for us to be able to touch and dissect a sheep brain, attend speech and debate tournaments, go to MUN or Psi Beta conferences, sports tournaments, getting random free food in the middle of the quad, or looking at the free food and wish you'd had gotten that ISIVC sticker. Petting puppies to de-stress during finals week, and Snapchatting 10 of them. All of these resources have expanded our educational journal above and beyond what a classroom or textbook could ever offer. Not all community colleges are blessed to have these opportunities, but ultimately what has helped us most are the financial resources. Grants, scholarships, aids. Let's face it, investing in your education is very expensive, but we are still able to get an education because of all the selfless, caring individuals such as scholarship donors that connect us to resources that benefit the student body as a whole. Now, let's go back to what I meant by uncertainty. Remember when you were little and your dad or mom told you to stop picking your nose? Or they told you to say thank you, and you would do it. You stopped picking your nose. Well, at least not to their face. And hopefully you started saying thank you. I mean, it's awesome you were taught that. I definitely don't want your boogers within 5 miles of my vicinity. But the biggest limitation in that lesson was that it taught us that if we do X, we receive Y. And in that, we become too comfortable with certainty, in which everything is understood. We expect everything to be predictable and known. As much as you wish life worked that way, this mentality is adequate up until the time that you stop picking your boogers. Once you start putting on these big, ridiculous gowns and going out into the real world, the skill of coping with uncertainty becomes increasingly important, arguably more than being smart or the piece of paper that you will receive today. I think college teaches us how to be comfortable with not always knowing the next step. It's a paradox, really, teaching us how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. I implore each and every one of you to ask questions you're scared of asking because you think you're gonna look dumb. I implore you to take that class that everyone said is so hard, or to change your major even though you're afraid that you wasted time if you change your major. We spend a lot of time crying over wasted time. You never wasted time. You just learned what doesn't work for you. Congratulations. We live in a society where instantaneous and certain answers are a must because with technology, we have so many answers at our fingertips. It is important that we preserve uncertainty because it allows us to be malleable to change. Let's stop marrying ourselves to cookie-cutter plans and paths to get us out of here in exactly 2 years, 5 minutes, and 43 seconds. Let us not negate or shame exploration. There is no shame in being an unconventional college student. Let us embrace impermanence. Let me give you an example. I came back to classes that I thought were so not me because I never thought I was a science person. But I sat down and I kept coming back and soon came to realize once I stopped shutting myself off to things I was afraid of and intimidated by was when I opened a door that I had kept walking away from. Graduates, we have survived many long and hard nights to get here. We have survived nights of overcaffeination, finding parking spots, maybe even walking all the way to the dirt lot because you couldn't find a spot close enough. And you passed every cumulative final that you wished wasn't cumulative. Or maybe you failed that exam. But your failures have actually served as tests of adversity in disguise as a bad day and red Scantron marks. This is just the beginning of making new memories, new ex-lovers, new disputes that will either help you grow apart from others or grow closer to them. You might not know where you're going, and that's okay. Or you may know exactly where you're going and terrified of whether you're doing the right thing or not, but you can't Google a question like that. Or Bing. Who uses Bing? Raise your hand. No judgments. It's a safe space here. I'm here to tell you that you never know what life is going to throw at you. But honestly, when do you ever truly know? I can say something cliche like, it'll feel right. Or a light bulb will magically go off on the top of your head. But I'd be a liar to say that, because I am here to tell you that the light bulb does not ding off the top of your head, contrary to popular belief, and that sometimes doing the right thing doesn't feel right. The right thing is usually unpopular, inconvenient, and painful, like slowly ripping off a Band-Aid. Michael Jordan once said, "Limits like fear is often an illusion. Don't set limits on what you can or can't do." I have come to realize once we stop thinking in boxes is when we open the doors for things that will challenge us and terrify us, but most importantly, help us grow. Graduates, congratulations. You have graduated Irvine Valley College, one of the best community colleges in Southern California, and you have opened a new chapter of uncertainty. Let your newfound awareness manifest into an informed voice for those that are voiceless, and give power to those that are powerless, and give coffee to those that are currently dozing off. Yeah, you. It has been an honor for I, Glyle Kashani, to represent your class of 2018. Congratulations.
Graduates, are you ready to recognize faculty excellence? Hold on, there we go. Now, to commence means to begin. So we're here to celebrate your accomplishments and the beginning of the next chapter in your personal story. I now have the pleasure of introducing 3 outstanding teachers who have played a part in your personal story at Irvine Valley College. So, please join me in welcoming first to the stage our outstanding Emeritus Institute Faculty Member of the Year, Catherine Burns. Now, if you would, please join me in welcoming our outstanding part-time Faculty Member of the Year, Nathaniel Kayanan. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce the outstanding full-time Teacher of the Year and Orange County Community College Teacher of the Year, Dr. Carrie Tucker McCorkill.
Hi, everyone. This is such a privilege. I cannot tell you how honored I am to stand here and be a recipient of this amazing award that was really generated first by my students. I just want to first say thank you to my students who had taken the time to nominate me for reasons that were important to them at the time. We never really know the reasons, but in reading some of those nominations, I'm truly honored to stand here and, I guess in some ways make a difference. So I want to say thank you to my students, but I also want to say thank you to all the students who nominated any one of my colleagues who are amazing. I have amazing colleagues, and when you look at the academic backgrounds of the faculty here at IVC and you see what they do for the college, I am seriously honored to even be standing here because it truly could be any one of my colleagues in this place. I come from a family of incredibly hard workers. My grandfather on my mother's side was a boxer. He earned money doing that, and his future father-in-law offered him a job at a printing company, and he became a typesetter, and he supported his family that way. My grandfather on my father's side was a farmer, and he grew cotton, and my dad, from a very early age, he was 6 years old picking cotton, making money. As he got a little older, his parents died when he was very young. He became a shoe shiner. He also set up pens in a bowling alley to make money. All of my family, when you look at the history of all of them, they're very hard workers. I don't think my dad took a day off in all of his life in his working days. He went on at 17 to go into the Air Force for 2 years, and then he transferred and did 20 years in the United States Marine Corps, and he retired as a Chief Warrant Officer. And if you know what a big deal that really is, it's amazing because he had to come from the very bottom because none of my family went to college. And so as a faculty member, I see what opportunities are given to people when they work hard, and what's really neat about college is that you get to set up ahead of time what you want to be and then go achieve that and look for those opportunities that align with the things that you want to do. And that's what makes college so amazingly powerful. And so I am very honored to be even a faculty member because it was very doubtful that I would ever be a college student. When I started college, I didn't even know that they had academic counselors. I didn't know that there was this, I didn't know what a unit was. I knew I had to hold 12 units because I made the cheerleading team at a different college, and I was asking, okay, what's a unit? And so what's amazing about college is that it allowed for me to do what I'm doing here today. But I want to say that while I don't feel that I'm any more special than any of my colleagues because they're truly amazing, but I am deeply honored that it meant something to my students to nominate me, to take time out of your day to nominate me in just something that mattered. And what I find, though, that over the years, that what seems to matter to students, it's not so much the big things that you plan every day in the classroom. I never feel like I get it quite right. I'm always trying to do things better than I did before. But what's amazing over the years, and when I hear students talk about my colleagues that are around here today, about what matters to them, it's about your passion. It's about loving what you do and the students feeling cared for. But no one faculty member actually stands in isolation of all of the wonderful people that we have here on this campus. I mean, seriously, our facilities and maintenance that makes it possible for us to even have lights in the classroom, it's pretty amazing. The institutional technology that allows for all of us to have email, even students, long before anyone else was ever doing it. The classified staff who makes it possible for everyone to do what they do are amazing. Our administration who values what we do. We take students to conferences every year and they value that, and the board that supports it and gives us funding to do that as well. Psi Beta has been a group for me that has allowed for me to, I guess it's the platform for me to help and do what I love doing, which is to help students be successful when they transfer. But I'm not alone. I have amazing colleagues who agree with me. And so again, when I look at all of the faculty members, all of my faculty member friends who are not nominated by students, and students talk about them because of the wonderful things that they do in the classroom, and the words that students say about my colleagues are, I love them. I mean, that's pretty amazing, but I guarantee you when they say that, it's because they have passion for what they do, and those students definitely feel cared for. So let me just tell you something, students. I care about you. I really do. I care about every single one of you, and when you're in my classroom, and you know that's true, sometimes I annoy you, right? I do. You know what I'm saying. And sometimes I might say something that, I don't know, maybe makes a difference. But the truth of it is I'm not alone. I have amazing colleagues, and I feel so lucky and grateful that I was hired in the first place, because it's such a privilege to be a professor for you, and it's such a privilege to see you guys go on and be successful, and for you to come back to one of us, whether it's me or one of my other awesome colleagues or department members, to say that it matters. And when you work in a department like I do with people who support greatness, support ideas, and encourage each other, Yemi Taylor, Jerry Rudman, yes, Jerry Rudman, my mentor and has become my best friend, Mike Cassins, and Ben Miss, and all of our other part-timers that allow us to do what we do, I feel incredibly grateful. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to my students, and I wish you all the best, and I do care about you. Please come back to us and tell us how something mattered. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to speak briefly about two additional faculty. We have one that is retiring, and so I would like to recognize retiring faculty, John Davidson from the chemistry department, and thank him for his 15 years of dedication to IVC. I'm not sure if, John, are you here? Okay, I don't see him. Also, would like to express our gratitude to an outgoing professor. She's taking on another job, which is really cool, but nonetheless, I'm not going to forgive her for leaving us. And this is Desiree Whitmore. Is Professor Whitmore here? Okay. So Desiree, you've heard that before. I'm not going to stop saying it. You have to invite me to the museum. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Samantha, will you join me up here, please? For those in the audience that don't know this, we treasure a governance structure here that includes many different constituents, different senates, and all of the working together, our collaboration is extremely important to us. It's shared how we run this institution. And we have a leader at the head of each of those, and you've met certainly our Academic Senate President, and now you get to meet our President of ASG of IVC, Samantha Zan. And I would like to present a plaque for her distinguished service through our governance process. It's been a true pleasure working with you, Sam. Here you go.
Will the graduates please rise? It gives me great pleasure to present the graduating class of 2018. These students have successfully completed their degree or certificate requirements, and they have been duly recommended by the faculty of Irvine Valley College for the degrees of Associate in Arts and Associate in Science or Certificates of Achievement.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of Irvine Valley College, these students are now candidates for the degrees of Associate in Arts and Associate in Science and Certificates of Achievement. The President of the Board of Trustees of the South Orange County Community College District will now confer their degrees and award certificates of achievement.
By the authority vested in me by the State of California, the Board of Governors of the California Community Colleges, and the Board of Trustees of the South Orange County Community College District, I hereby confer upon you the degrees of Associate in Arts and Associate in Science and all rights and privileges to which you are entitled. All right. It's now time to come forward to receive your diploma or certificate of achievement. Congratulations to all of you.
Alina Syed.
Lauren Peel.
Samina Primji.
Sarah Cherkawi.
Maria de Jesus Velasquez.
Glyle Kashani.
Jonathan Chavez.
Sebastian Hussein.
Andrew Gibson Bramstead.
Kyle Lewis Jenkins.
Nazareth Alonzo Aguilera.
Michael Patrick Statham.
Jesus Roberto Canella.
Maria Angelica Quintanilla.
Maribel Reyes Ramirez.
John Robert Mann.
Edwin Alexis Medina.
Alicia Brianna Beeler.
Vicky Lynette Herring Johnson.
Benjamin Wells Wilson.
Shauna Tables.
Jessica Lynn Walker.
Erin Christy Chapman Calvert.
Teresa Ann Ott.
Taha Kadir.
Jeremy Azares Flores.
Fazle Ahmad.
Courtney Marie Jones.
Daisy Martinez.
Isabella Pink.
Juana Abunima.
Laura Melanie Medina.
Eunice Gil Sanchez.
Nina Ha Lee.
Cynthia Alvarez.
Micheline Rivera Almero.
Roja Tech.
Maribel Sevilla.
Janet Alejandra Hidalgo.
Melissa Hernandez.
Brenna Danielle McCurry.
Daniela Simone Lloyd.
Yahya Madi Zayden.
Ashwin V. Jayakumar.
Ashley Froud.
Samantha Page Fox.
Cassidy Ray Fontaine.
Aniket Tripathi.
Sarah Alakel.
Alexander Wolf.
Karina Fajardo.
Claudine Woodard.
Rustam Yawari.
Dana Mehtar.
Kiara Victoria Warren.
Elizabeth Ellie Garcia.
Mary Lara Deshoyan.
Daniel Alcala.
Vanessa Nicole Lopez.
Dylan Simerson.
Leslie Amaro.
Sydney Nicole McClellan.
Rana El Hossami.
Afnan Al Siraji.
Sarah Sarpas.
Brenda Annabelle Gonzalez.
Oscar Zuniga.
Martin Bruce Miller.
Arancha Viridiana Pacheco.
Alexin Rodriguez.
Nika Haji Khoda Verdigan.
Rania Sabeda.
Fatima Sharara.
Ryan Darling.
Hannah Rose Tulanian.
Daniel Viorel.
Nelson Down Jones.
Austin Harvard.
Brittany Ann Olson.
Esteban Santos Carrera.
Brian Ernesto Caceres.
Lindsay Morgan Chapman.
Reynard Bernardo Muliaman.
Samantha Deleski.
Salma E. Antunes.
America Gonzalez.
Brooklyn Marie Kaiolohie Doherty.
Sarah Agarwal.
Veronica Charles Lewis.
John Alexander Romero de la Cruz.
Muna Abdurrahman Yahya.
Magdalena Barras Trilida.
Judith Goodwin.
Cole Hudson.
Jordan Christopher Grohl.
Egenor Sivre.
Kayla Renee Zwick.
Catherine Marlene Calindris.
Patricia Elise Ramos.
Sorry.
Rosa Sarai Rodriguez.
Sophia Trong.
Maria Magdalena Tapia.
Aaron Trenton Harris.
Barbara Ann Gordon.
Sumaya Al-Khatib.
Shannon Susan Nanora.
Sydney Aixa Harvard.
Cambria Ann Lovely.
Allison Caitlin Velema.
Hannah Kentoris.
Lori Elizabeth Skeens.
Danielle Christine I.
Miriam Farag.
Rebecca Angela Pasquale.
Leah Margarita Galut.
Ka Wan Nguyen.
Adam Bryce Clements.
Dominique Marie Mosqueta.
Dylan Robert Chow.
Ryan Dunn.
Samantha Nicole Ammon.
Isaac Aquino.
Christopher Valdivia.
Shaira Jean Escalante.
Jessica Rose Mingier.
Eric Peralta.
Brian Lawrence Katz.
Martin Barrios.
Caitlin Yo.
Peng So Kiao.
Zachary James Brady.
Sydney Esther Ocampo.
Aaron J. Henderson.
Salvador Sanchez Jr.
Julian A. Brito.
Katrina Marie Dag.
Noor Wadud Rana.
Hishma Hamid.
Victoria Renee Austin.
Risa Harris.
Ryan Naveed Karam.
Farhan Chowdhury.
Charlize Farr.
Lucia Kate Campos.
Ina Karamchamjani.
Carlos Benjamin Palayo.
Aaron Matthew Leal.
Brenda Inez Aguilera.
Julie Edmondson Salerno.
George Alex Diamantopoulos.
Katria Zai Lee.
Megan Christina Hertz Lafleur.
Li Ping Chang.
Monica Pluma.
Veronica Juliana Vaca.
Lyeth Sela.
Teresita de Jesus Barrera Miranda.
Josephine Donna Chitra.
Lara Kiranda.
Selene Dekisi.
Parinas Estegamat Terani.
Alyssa Christine Hendry.
Alexis Bianca Marroquin.
Ira Mariel Rabina Angelis.
Marisela Soto Silverio.
Shkula Angar.
Tomoko Harnish.
Jalen Vandara Gamilia.
Joseph Seiji Chianchi.
Kyra Subria Smith the First.
Amy Huang.
Gail Chang.
Irina Roshan.
Chloe Katie Wang.
Michelle Marie Rickner.
Grace Baker.
Nadia Francis Setiono.
Aki Sanamiya.
Sayaka Minami.
Riley Elijah Tovar.
Julie Mai Yuen.
Jana Grantham.
Denise Victoria Marin.
Veronica Bahina.
Clara Melissa Estrada.
Leila Ibrahim.
Mariam Farouk Shayani.
Mohamed Reza Kunui.
Alhan Eskandari.
Sophia Mahmoudi.
Lauren Creighton Hernandez.
Joshua Michael Thomason Jr.
Danielle Marie Davini.
Lydia McCarter.
Valerie Harper.
Caitlin Rose Toombs.
Yahaira Lopez.
Tayaba Naz.
Sarah Ashley Evans.
Tiffany Poe Chia.
Crystal Hortensia Flores.
Trevor Austin Karpinski.
Madison Jeanette Butts.
Suneza Kanuga Ahmad.
Aliba Omar Sayed.
Trisha Makija.
Ashley Cameron Hurtado.
Brianna Trinity Lee.
Geraldine Andrea Longo.
Brianna Thomas.
Alexandra K. Florkey.
Ishmael Gonzalez.
Nima Nori.
Anna Nicole Guevara Gadon.
Monica Louise Ballesteros.
Fair Thong Wen.
Jilvian Pham.
Jaylene Rose Santos.
Tomas Pineda.
Noor Nadine Harden.
Yashi Samrendra.
Layla Monet.
Samantha Kate Wong.
Riley Caitlin Prendergast.
Samantha Emily Joe.
Amrit Singh.
Evelyn Chang.
Brianna Dormido Limbo.
Heather Mills.
Yvette Sellers.
Lisandro Lopez.
Rasa Borhan.
Khalid Yassin.
Jeremy Austin Williams.
Shabnam Zardoui.
Ricardo Sebastian Cepeda Raza.
Jerry Denny Hawkins.
Sean Rithi Chai.
Asif A. Beg.
Bernadette Larissa Preciado.
Lily Roshan.
Asal Ardalan.
Ellen Johanna Strecker.
Rebecca Lee Trejo.
Janet Andrea Rivera.
Michelle Audrey Ortega.
Beatrice Mamede Darocha.
Marissa Mamede Darocha.
Binyum Miao.
Mohammed Javid.
Samantha Hilani Lebrec.
Isabel Garino.
Raid Jawad Kankar.
Dalal Alshun.
Farah Kanchar.
Tanner Ryan Collins.
Alexa Brianne Schmenk.
Christina Louise Lampkin.
Richard Tun.
Waleed Shams.
Daniel Xiaolong Murray.
Devin Patel.
Emily P. Liu.
Katrina Pai.
Sydney Nguyen.
Andrew Kim.
Mohammed Hossein Gholamrezai.
Ashia Mirjafri.
Kendra Shea Ziegler.
Sina Sobhani.
Parsa Kamalipur.
Hassan Osman.
Merdad Rostami.
Kiarash Aghabazorgi.
Mehdi Shahri.
Homan Eskandani.
Talia Waylan Jin.
Amanda Rose Jacobson.
Ariana Hedayati.
Rosemary Pereira.
You're good. You wait till the crowd.
Shah Murtaza Ahmed.
Guillermo Lopez Tovar.
Dejane Tierra Womack.
Carla Stephanie Giebert.
Jenny Heejin Yoon.
Julie Lorraine Tarpo.
Iris Ann McCartney.
Erica Bernadette Hoffman.
Crisanto T. Gallardi.
James Lloyd Romero III.
Alexis Marie Bannister Wade.
Anne-Marie Gunaranjan.
Nancy Ngeli.
Jeanette Monique Martinez.
Denisha Anita Kennedy.
Mariam Derek Shanian.
Mina Yazdani Biuki.
Cynthia Osigwe.
Ryan Joseph Moore.
Sarah Jean Chambers.
Audrey Charlotte Lim.
Beta Joy.
Marissa Kyoko Anderson.
Zadi Zade.
Muruj El Shamari.
Farat Mahdi.
Mark Vladimir Prismik.
Raz Dasturian.
Noura G. El Maghrabi.
Kathleen Ellen Bradley.
Rachel Palanca.
Sarah Yobel Iriantas.
Is that it? Oh my gosh. High five. Is that okay?
A few years ago, we had a commissioned alma mater put together by our performing arts, our arts department. And it's been a tradition the last few years to sing the alma mater. So let's go ahead and do that again on page 6. And ready for music.